Hey, you guys, and welcome to my channel, Simply Life Habits. It's your girl, Cece. Happy Sunday, y'all. We just got home from church not too long ago. We had a late church service, but anyway, I kind of wanted to come on here right quick and just kind of chit chat with you all for a few minutes. I don't want to keep you long because I want to relax for the rest of this evening. But I kind of wanted to ask the question, does anybody else realize that menopause don't only affect your weight gain? Like, it's more to it than just the weight. I know we talk a lot about weight. We focus a lot on weight. I don't want to say we talk about, but we focus a lot on weight during this time of our life. I guess because it's the visible physical thing that's going on. We know that it's harder to lose weight at this time in our life and everything. And so, that's just something that we do during this time in our life. We tend to focus a lot on the weight, and there's nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. It's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Y'all go back a few videos. I think I've told the story. I don't know which video it is. I told a story about how I've always known how to lose weight. I've had an up and down journey for forever, as long as I can remember, where I never had an issue with losing weight in the past. Never been on any type of supplements, needed any type of assistance. But baby, when I hit menopause, all of that came to a complete stop. Okay, going through menopause and trying to lose weight just put that me knowing what to do and it happening to a complete stop. Like, I could not lose weight. I don't care what I did, it would not work. And that's what actually led me to get on the GLP-1, right? Again, I started off with Zepbound, that was working. I'm on Wegovy now, that's not working for me. But then, according to my nutritionist and all my new subscribers, lovely subscribers, and everybody that's been commenting to me lately, really has been telling me that it is my protein. I need to up my protein, and I am so forever grateful and thankful for you all who has let me know this, because I needed to hear, I needed to figure out why I'm at a standstill. But today's video, I want to change it up a little bit and talk about how, it's more to it than just weight. It's a lot of different changes that I know that we all know that we go through or whatever. But one of the things that I've been realizing, and not as of lately, I've been realizing it over the last year or so, but I didn't really understand until exactly what it was. In the beginning, I didn't understand exactly what it was until later on. But y'all, my brain don't process stuff like it used to. My brain does not process stuff like as fast as it used to. Let's rephrase that. My brain do not process as fast as it used to. So let me give y'all a little bit of a story. All right. So I remember a couple of Christmases ago. We was at a family Christmas game night where we playing games and everything. And we were actually playing a trivia game. Okay. Now, it was me and another family member. We are the same age, and we were the oldest two playing that game at that particular time. Everybody else that was playing the game, we were in our late 40s. Okay. We were in the late, because it's been a couple of years ago. We were in our late 40s, and everybody else that was playing the game was probably mid 40s and below, right? 30s, 20s, teens. Okay. And in the moment while I was playing the game, I wasn't able to answer the questions fast. Like, they were asking these questions. Me and her knew the answers. We both knew the answers. Neither one of us was really answering the questions as fast. And it was just like when they would answer the question, like, we knew that. I knew that. I knew the answer to the question. I could not for the life of me figure out why I could not think of those answers. Like, we knew a lot of those answers, and it just seemed like we could not think of the answers quickly. And that bothered me. Like, I'm talking about that night, the next few days, I kept thinking about, why could I not answer these questions we knew majority of the answers to the questions, but we could not answer the questions fast. And it was funny because every time you answer a question, you get a card. You get the card to the question card. Honey, I ain't get no cards. I ain't getting no cards. Okay, you hear me? Zero. I think she had maybe 2 cards at the most. But honey, I ain't had no cards. I could not think of those answers. And when I tell y'all, it wasn't until like way later on that I realized that this was a part of perimenopause and menopause. I'm like, what in the world? Now I know that, and it wasn't until way later on that I began to realize in different other areas that my brain just ain't processing as fast as it used to. I realized that I cannot multitask like I used to. Man, I was the queen of multitasking. Okay, I was the queen of multitasking, and I just cannot multitask like I used to. I can still multitask, but not like I used to. And when I say I can multitask a little bit, it is, let me give you an example. If I'm on the phone and I'm washing dishes, I can wash dishes and talk on the phone. Okay, that's what I mean by small. But give me something major, but I got to do one thing at a time. I can't talk to you and text somebody else while talking to you at the same time, because I'm gonna end up texting what I say, okay, or what you saying, okay. So I'm realizing these things that, you know, I'm paying attention. I'm like, wow, we are really going through some different changes. We're going through some different transitions in our lives. So one of the things that I'm really paying attention to is that it's helping me to pay more close attention to my body. Not just the weight, the physical aspects, not just the little ailments, the aches and the pains, but it's really helping me to think and pay attention to my mental capacity, what's going on up in my head. Okay. And just, you know, being to a place. That's why I know now that I can't put too much on my plate, because it'd easily overwhelm me. Right. And so, you know, I understand why my grandmother, one of my grandmothers did word searches and crossword puzzles. She did both of those, and she played a lot of board games. When I was young, one of my grandmothers, she did a lot of crosswords and a lot of word searches. She also read, and she played a lot of board games. And honey, us as the grandchildren playing against her on those board games, we didn't never win. She always won. When I say she always won, she always won. It was to the point where my grandfather would be like, I'm not playing with her because she cheating. And it was like, she ain't cheating, she just winning. You know what I'm saying? She just winning. She would beat us all the time. If you are one of my cousins out there that's watching my video and you done beat grandma at playing those games, let me know, because from my knowledge, I ain't think none of us beat her. I just want to know that. But anyway, so it now helps me to understand why she was doing those things, because it helped to keep her mind sharp. And I think that's kind of where I get stuff from her from, because I don't like to do crossword puzzles, but I'm not a big crossword puzzle person, but I do like to do word searches. I love to do word searches, and I like the color, y'all. Let me show y'all my coloring book. Yeah, I got several coloring books, but I just bought this one recently from the grocery store. I like the color. This is a coloring book that got scriptures and stuff in it. Now, I don't know if this helped with our mind and all that stuff, but y'all see that? On one side, you got like just some encouraging things and scriptures, and then I colored the other page. It's a lot in here, but stuff like this. I love this, right? And so I colored the other night just because that's just what I like to do. But you know, I don't know if that helps with your mind too. I'm sure it probably does in some sort of way, but I'm just really paying attention to these things now at this age in our life. And I'm sorry, I thought I seen something pop up on my screen out the corner of my eye. But anyway, so I just want to come on here and share that and talk to y'all about that, and because it's been on my mind. I don't think I've ever talked about this. I know I talked about other stuff, a lot of the physical things that we go through with perimenopause and menopause, and I know I talk a lot about my weight loss journey and my GLP-1 journey and all that stuff, but you know, it's more to it than just that. I promise you, it's more to it than just the weight. It's more to it than just the hot flashes, y'all. Got my handy dandy fan just in case I get a hot flash while I'm out here talking to y'all. But you know, just in this season of my life, it's really helping me to slow down and really pay attention, not just to the physical part of my life, but also my mind and the way that things work, because menopause does affect your mind. And so, yeah, I just wanted to come on here and share that, because I had went earlier when I first got home from church. Y'all know we go through the brain fog. I had walked in my room for something, and I had to talk to myself. Okay, now what did you come in here for? And I stood there for like maybe 2 or 3 minutes. I kind of walked around, and then I realized what I came in there for. And I was like, okay. And I find myself doing that a lot. So I like to read too, not just color and not just do word searches and stuff. I like to journal. Those are a lot of different things that I believe that will continue to help us on this menopausal journey. So what's my takeaway in this quick video that I wanted to come on here and share with y'all? Even though we go through these life-changing things during this time of life, during this time in our season, we don't have to look at it as being negative. We can look at it in a positive aspect, because there's so many different resources and things that we can do to stay on top of things. Like my grandmother, when she was in her 70s, she still was sharp in the mind. And I believe a lot of the reading and the things that she did play a major part into why she was still very sharp in her mind when she got into her 70s, right? In her 80s, actually. Yeah, 80s, not even 70s, but 80s. Because I think if I'm not mistaken, I think she passed away at the age of 89. Yeah, I think she passed away at the age of 89. But she was very sharp. She could tell us stories and all kind of stuff, and God willingly, if I live to be that age, I want to be able to do the same thing for my children and my grandchildren and my great grandchildren. I want to be able to still be sharp in the mind and still have stories to tell and things like that. So it's things that we can do on this journey to continue navigating through this, to help us along the way. But I just wanted to share this. And I also want to know if you are experiencing this, if you can relate to this, if you know that it's more to it than just the weight gain, the weight situation and the hot flashes. If you know that menopause is more to it than just that, right? If you are going through menopause or perimenopause, whichever one it may be, and you experience some of these things, I want to hear from you in the comment section. Let me know. I know I can't be the only one. I cannot be the only one that has experienced the things that I just shared with you all, okay? Because brain fog is real, okay? And not being able for my brain to process fast like it used to, I'm telling y'all, that surprised me. I'm not going to tell you no lie. When I realized what it was, that took me by surprise. It did, because I was like, wait, what? Menopause and perimenopause affects that too? Like, okay. So now I'm just in the part of my life where I am really just learning to navigate and learning how to navigate and what to do and be okay with it. I'm okay with it, right? Some of these symptoms we don't want, of course, but it's okay to learn how to just navigate through them and be okay with it, okay? Because it's a part of life, okay? We're here to age gracefully, all right? So again, I don't want to keep y'all too long. I just wanted to hop on here and share that, because that was on my heart and on my mind, and I wanted to go ahead on and get that out and hear from you, to know that I ain't the only one, okay, that's going through that. And all that multitasking that I can't do like I used to anymore, like, because I just can't, you know what I'm saying? And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay for me to focus on that one thing now. That's where I'm at. That's what's the positive for me. Even though I can't multitask like I used to, I am perfectly okay with just focusing on one thing at a time, because it'll get all my attention and I feel like it'll get done the right way instead of me having several different things going on at one time. Okay. I'm here for it. Okay. So yeah, I'm about to get off here and go and enjoy the rest of my Sunday evening, and I'm going to unwind. And until the next video, I thank y'all for watching. Thank you to all my old subscribers. Thank you to my new subscribers. If you're new here and you think you're going to like this type of content, honey, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Again, comment below. I want to hear from you. And until the next video, you guys be blessed. Bye.